Hey, Justin Rackley here, fighting Texas Aggie and Lake Fork Tackle Pro Staffer. I got a new bait right here I'm going to show you. If you haven't seen it yet, you're missing out. It's called a Lake Fork Tackle Hyper Stick. And what it is basically a stick bait style lure, but it's got our patented swim slots in it, and that's the trick to giving it all the action. You can see here, it's got these two swim slots right here. And basically what that does in the water is just amplifies the action of the bait opposed to a Cinco or other straight tail style worms. So I'm going to show you a few ways that I rig it and a little tip to help you fish it better, and go over to the test tank, the swimming pool, and show you how these hyper sticks look in the water. Okay, the first way, and probably the most popular way to rig this bait, is weightless. I like to put a little bit of weight in it though, and what I'm talking about is putting a nail. And this is just your average hardware store nail, and it's about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter long. And what I'll do is I figured out my hook size, where the hook goes, and I use a 4/0, either a Gamakatsu or an owner hook. And what I'll do is I'll look to see where that hook is going to go in at the head and come out here at the bottom, and I'm going to put that nail right in between the gap of where the hook goes in at the head and when you insert it in the end here. So I'll show you how I do that. Figure this out. It's going to be going right about here, and all I'm doing is I'm just sticking it right under the skin. Just right under the surface of the skin. Okay, so you can't even tell that's in there, and I like that. So then I'll take my hook, and here's the trick with rigging this. You want to come in, and your weight, your nail is right here, and the way you're rigging this is you want to stick that hook in line with the swim slots. So there's my hook right there, in line with the swim slot. So when you jerk this bait in the water or you're reeling it in, it's going to have a swimming action to it, and it's really quite erratic in the water. So that's the first way to do it, and that added weight on there is good. It helps you get the bait down a little bit better. You know, if it's a little bit windy, it's a good thing to do, and it doesn't affect the action of the bait. It actually falls straight down the way you want it to, so that's good. The way I've been rigging this bait lately that I really like is on a Texas rig, and I'll rig it the same exact way as I just showed you, except without the nail and putting a bullet weight on the front. So that's your Texas rig. You got your hook still in line with the swim slots, and I'll show you why in a moment, why you rig the Texas rig in line with the swim slots. And the other way is on a jig head. This is a Lake Fork Tackle Impact jig, and this is different. I have the swim slots rigged horizontally rather than vertically. So when this jig's sitting on the bottom, this tail will actually come up like this. This is an unconventional way to fish it, but it works. And the other way to fish it is on a Carolina rig. That's just a nasty on a Carolina rig, it really is. But let's go over to the test tank, and I'm going to show you how it looks in the water. Okay, we're at the pool. I'm going to show you the weightless hyper stick first. You know, this is basically what it looks like. It's super erratic when you twitch it, and you can work it fast, you can work it slow, but what it does is that tail whips around very erratically. That's a nasty bait in springtime when the bass are cruising around in the shallow water. Now here's the next way. I've been fishing it a lot, and this is on a Texas rig. Let me zoom this in for you so you can see. And I'll just hop it off the bottom, let it pause for a few seconds, and then hop it. And while I was telling you to rig that hook on there in line with the swim cuts earlier, is because most of the time your Texas rig falls with the hook sideways on the bottom anyway, and that's just going to help that tail stick up for that few seconds a little bit better. It's almost just like a finger that's saying, come here and eat me. So that's the Texas rig, and I'm going to show you the other way. That is jig. Okay, this is the jig. I'll zoom in so you can see it. And you can see that tail, when you pop it, it stands up, and it's like it twitches. It slowly falls over. That's pretty nasty. Nasty bait. Alright, you just saw the Hyper Stick in action. I've been catching a lot of big fish on it lately, and a lot of other people have been catching big fish all over the country too. So check them out. Go to a lake near you and fish them. Go to lftlures.com, check out all the colors, and try it at your local lake. See what happens.